Hi, Mr. G Shave here. Another Saturday face shave of the day. Yeah, I had a good shave yesterday. I had a Henson head shave yesterday. So if you didn't see that video, it's worth watching. First time really, okay, I did do a practice run on, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. But other than that, it was the first time using a DE razor on my head. I've always used a leaf razor or a cartridge razor on my head in the past, so that was definitely the first time to do a full shave. So yeah, if you're interested, go and watch that if you didn't watch it. Other than that, today, slightly different. I'm using, I'll go through the software first as I usually do. Oh god, let's just check something. Mr. Masseys Shaving Oil. So that's it there, and it's cedar wood and lime. That's the pre-shave. For the soap, I decided to dig out my one and only Barrister Mann Cologne Russe. So that's the soap, and that's what it looks like around the edge. So yeah. This came from Pasteur's in New York. My daughter bought it for me. So you can see the price there and Pasteur's price ticket. So that was very nice of her. I'm following that. Now a lot of people use this as an aftershave. I don't. I use it as almost like a witch hazel or a face tonic, and it actually says aftershave and face tonic. I kind of use it a bit like Thayer's or my Boots Tea Tree and Witch Hazel, because there's not a lot of scent to this. It's not, it doesn't really remind me of an aftershave at all. So Lucky Tiger. It has got a scent, but it's so mild you wouldn't know it's there. And then this is a bit of a story behind this one. It's William's Aqua Velva aftershave lotion. It came with part of the cap missing, so it kind of looks a bit strange. So it's got bits of the cap missing. And I left it in the sun for a bit too long, so it's gone completely clear instead of a shade of blue, but there you go. But it is Aqua Velva, it's not just water. And then I'm going to follow that up with SAAL Co. So there you go, that's there. So that's going to be my software today. Hardware wise, I'm going with my Razorock 400 brush. Lovely brush, really nice and soft. Beautiful, I enjoy using this brush. I forget the knot size. I think it's 24. And then I'm going with the supply razor. So there you go, there's the supply razor. It's already got the blade in. It's the third use I think on this blade, but these blades do go for a lot longer than I don't know whether you can see the plate. Just having a look. Oh, you can't see the plate, it's on the inside, but it's the number 2 plate. So there's 1 dot, 2 dots or 3 dots. I keep getting mixed up with my Rockwell 6C. So I'm going to get myself ready. Oh yes, and in terms of the bowl, I introduced this yesterday. If you didn't watch the video yesterday, I'm using the Giles Shaving Co bowl. So, and I love this bowl. It is a copy of, well, it's not really a copy, it's Giles & Co. Ross's a one-man band. Giles & Co. is a one-man band. He's a young guy and he makes batches of these and sells them off. So, kudos to him. I think he's based in Cardiff. I love supporting sort of one-man band outfits like that who are doing something for the community. So, but anyway, that's the Captain's Choice Bowl, and that's the Giles & Co Shaving Pottery Bowl. Quite different. This one, I guess you can use the Captain's Choice button there if you like as a thumb grip, and it grips fine in the hand. If it gets a bit soapy though, it might get a bit slippy. This one's got deeper furrowed channels in it, it's more aggressive. It also, he's put a little rim around the outside on the base, and he hasn't glazed it, so it's quite a rough texture, and you can grip that no problem. So it's really good, really well designed, and I really like it. It is a contender for my pedestal bowl, but I do love my pedestal bowl. It's my pride and joy. So Ross, if you're watching this, thanks. It's brilliant. I haven't received anything free of charge from Ross. I buy all my own gear, so and I haven't been offered any free stuff. And to be honest, if I like the look of something and it's offered for free, I'll offer to buy it. So anyway, right. Going to get myself ready, and I'll be right back. Right, all prepared. I've put the oil on. This is lime and cedarwood. It's really nice. It's quite a mild scent, but it's there. I can definitely smell it in the background there. I've put the Cologne Russe from Barrister Mann in the bowl. There's only a very thin spread there, so I may need to add more soap. So I'm just going to go ahead and lather up, and I'll just show you how easy this is to lather up. I have put very little soap in here. It's because I don't like wasting it. You know, I've seen a lot of YouTubers scoop out lumps of soap and shaving, and you know, but when I've done that, I've always found that I've got a load of soap left in the bottom of the bowl that's kind of wasted unless I use it in a follow-up shave, and I kind of don't like doing that, so I put in very little, and if I have to add soap later then I will. This is beginning to build nicely now. Now this bowl is definitely bigger than the Captain's Choice bowl. And I actually think it's easier to use. It's a better size for the hand. But as you can see, it's producing a load of lather there. And I only put a very thin layer of soap in the bottom of that. So, and that is what you get. I mean, it's brilliant. The scent is beautiful, beautiful scent. There's a sort of a woody scent to it, but a really nice. It's difficult for me to describe. I'm not very good at describing scents, but for me, that's quite a woody scent. I'll have a look now and see if there's any scent notes on it. Let's have a look. No, there's no real scent. Oh, well, it just says with lanolin and shea butter. It says petit grain, violet and amber. I get the amber on it, definitely. And I kind of get the violet as well. So, yeah, I get that. I don't know what petit grain is. I don't know whether I've smelt it or not in the past. But there you go. Right, let's get on with the shave. Oh, it's a lovely scent. I would say the strength of this scent, for me, I would say it's a 6. It's up there. It's really quite strong. Beautiful, beautiful scent. I like this soap. It's one of the more expensive soaps that I've got. But I don't mind the odd occasion treating myself. I mean, I don't like to spend a fortune on soaps. I'm not into that unless there's a really good reason for it. But I mean, for instance, one of the best soaps for slickness that I've ever used is the Body Shop Macaroon, and I was actually considering using that today, if I'm honest. I just thought I'd mix it up with this Cologne Russe when I saw it. Just sort of said use me when I opened the cupboard door. So that's good for me. I'll put a bit more water on, I think it could do with a bit more. Oops, gonna get everywhere. Here we go. Now I've probably added a tad too much, but that's fine. Right, I think I'm there. Ready for the first pass. Okay. I haven't used this in a while, so I actually think that might need another blade next time I use it. Yeah, I haven't used a single edge in a while. So I was going to use the Razorock Hawk because I used the aluminium razor yesterday. But then I thought, you know what, I haven't used this supply razor in such a long time. So I hope everybody's had a good week. Awful news in Paris about that terrorist attack. You know, what can you say other than my condolences to the friends and family of that poor man. There's not a lot more you can say. I just wish this world, you know, I wish we could all get on somehow and understand each other's differences and learn to get on. We're all human beings at the end of the day. Right, second pass. Though I understand why some people would suggest that the man that carried out that attack doesn't qualify to be called human. I can understand that. But it's just insane. So yeah, my condolences to colleagues, friends, family of the man that was the victim of that attack. He was a teacher. So there's not a lot more I can say. I don't know a lot more, to be honest. I only caught it at lunchtime today. It's now nearly 4:30 in the afternoon, early evening here in the UK. Weather-wise, it's been okay. It's been a bit on and off. We've had cloud cover and we've had a bit of sun. It hasn't made its mind up all day really what it's going to do. So this is second pass across the grain. On my right hand side, as you're looking at it, your left, you would normally think this is against the grain. Well, for me it's not, it's actually across. Right, now across on this side is the normal way. I think this probably needs a new blade next time I use it. I think I said earlier. I thought it was only on its second or third use, but it must be a lot more than that to be feeling as tuggy as it is. But I think there's one shave left in it, so the next time I use this, new blade. Right, going on to the third pass. So yeah, other than the sad news today, I hope everybody's had a good week and had some good shaves. Thank you for the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. It sort of keeps me motivated to continue and do these videos. You know, I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it because I enjoy shaving, and you know, I'd like to encourage others to take up the hobby, even if you don't get into it as much as a lot of us do. You know, if you just stick with the one razor and so on and one soap, that's fine. You're still saving money and it's still better for your face than using the cheese graters that you get with a Gillette or Wilkinson sword or any other version of cartridge razor. You're effectively just putting a cheese grater across your face. And they're very expensive blades, even with the subscription services. You know, their blades are a lot more expensive and they're not good for the environment than a straight stainless steel DE blade, which can be recycled completely, 100% recycled. Right, so against the grain, this side would be across. Sure you can hear that. It's not uncomfortable, it's just a little bit tuggy. And I don't think it's cutting. It's not giving me a BBS at the moment. So I think this blade is dull. But I'm going to finish off the shave. Right. Yeah, this is not doing well at all. I should have really changed out the blade, but I thought there was another shave left, at least another shave left in it. It's normally far more efficient, and usually I'm worried about this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to do a full pickup pass but with a different razor. So I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. I've decided to go with a Rockwell 6C on plate 3 to finish off the shave. So a bit more water. It's got a Persona Platinum blade in it on its second use, I think. I wasn't going to get a BBS shave, I'm afraid, with that. It just wasn't, the blade wasn't sharp enough. It was that dull, it was getting very tuggy and it just wasn't doing the job. So nothing down to the razor, it's down to the fact that I haven't used it in such a long time, and B, I'd forgotten how many times it had been used, because it's obviously been used more than 2 or 3 times. Because the blade was that dull, it wasn't really cutting. Right, so here we go. I'm going to go again against the grain and all over. So this is my pickup pass. A lot to pick up. Here we go, that's there we go, that's BBS now. One patch there. All done. I needed that. I wouldn't have been happy finishing the shave as it was. So that's not the razor's fault. It's the fact that the blade's dull, and I don't even. I would have changed the blade, but I don't know where I put the blade or the pack of blades. So I've got to find those. They're probably in the drawer, and I knew it was quicker just to get a razor set up and finish off the shave with that. So that's now BBS, happy with that. So I'll get cleaned up and I'll be right back. Right, back to do the final clean up. Cold water rinse. Oh. Let's put the alum on and see what that tells me about that shave. Yeah, there's some burning. It's not a lot, not massive, but so that wasn't the most comfortable of shaves that I've ever had, but that was my fault. I wouldn't put the single edge razors in my favourite razor category, but they deserve a better shot at it than that was. So I'm not going to criticise this supply razor at all, because that was user error. So when I've got a fresh blade in it, I'll probably do another shave. But I mean, I've only used it a few times. Well, I must have used it more than a few times for the blade to be that blunt. But it feels okay in the hand. I think it's a bit fiddly with the heads and taking them apart and screwing them, and for me it's a bit of a faff. But it was an interesting razor at the time, and I do enjoy using it, and it normally gives me a BBS. That was an unfortunate shave, shall we say. But that was just down to the blade, nothing to do with the razor itself. Right, let's get this all washed off. Run with the Lucky Tiger. I like this. It has got a scent, but I wouldn't say this is an aftershave. I would say this is more of a face tonic than an aftershave for me. It's almost like a weak lemon squash or orangina scent. Like a fizzy orange. Got bits of black on me. Where's that coming from? I'm guessing that's coming from that towel. It's sort of a, yes, interesting. It definitely, it's orange blossom to me, and citrus, and definitely chamomile in the background. Yeah, I mean, it's nice and it's soothing, and it does the same job as a witch hazel does. Just calms the face down, and then you get the calm before the storm. Williams Aqua Velva, big bottle this. Oh, and yeah, that's stinging. Oh, nice though. And I'm glad I finished off with the Rockwell, because I've got a BBS shave I'm happy with. Otherwise, you know what, I'd have probably come down off camera and redone the shave. It was that bad. But yeah, here we go. Has any of the YouTubers out there ever done that? They've had such a bad shave or something, they've come off camera and had another pass with a different razor. That's the first time, on it, you know, cross my heart. That's the first time I've ever had to change like that because the blade was so bad. Or the first time I've even considered doing that. Oh, and I like this SAAL Co cream as well. This is lovely cream. So that's me done. So it's a bit of an awkward one at the end of this to say goodbye. Which razor do I use? I'm going to use the supply razor. I'll put it back over here. It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from the supply razor, and next time I'll give it a better run. That was unfair, you know, to review that based on that performance, because it was the blade that was at fault. So I'll see you next week. So bye bye for now.